for the first time as a professional. That belt goes back to Long Island, New York, with the common man, Joe Smith Jr.
Boy, glad that's over. Hey, let me turn it down. We're going to listen to the post-fight interview and what's next, and talk about some other topics as well. Joe Smith just defended his WBO 175-pound title, defeating a Steve Geffrard, late replacement for Callum Johnson, trained by Kevin Cunningham. Here, let's watch a little bit of the stoppage. So look, he's setting him up, and basically, look, it's not really doing anything. And he's just going to take a knee. He just took a knee. And he didn't get up. And it looks like his corner was the ones that stopped it. Let's go take another look in. You know, you can tell the punches are like not really like, oh, that one right there kind of like gave him a headache. Here, listen, I like Joe Smith. If you don't know the champions, WBC, IBF. I was actually at Bertabiev versus Volzdik, that unification. WBC, longtime IBF 175-pound champion. Bertabiev. WBA is Dmitry Bivol, and then you have the WBO, Joe Smith. According to Mark Kriegel earlier in the broadcast, Bertabiev and Joe Smith are in talks for a late spring fight to unify all three of those titles, WBC, IBF, WBO. Possible that the Ring Magazine can be on the line. Is Bertabiev the Ring Magazine champion already? I don't know. Let me go pull up my rankings here. My beautiful website, FightView360.com. Updated monthly in accordance to the sanctioning bodies. And no, that title is vacant. 175, not really a super deep division. Marcus Brown was defeated by Artur Bertabiev a few weeks ago. Didn't cover the fight, but I did watch it. Gilberto Ramirez is up in the division. Lyndon Arthur was defeated by Anthony Yarde in spectacular fashion, so he is the WBO mandatory. Let's turn it up.
The Beast from the East, Joe Smith Jr.
It was by no means an easy title defense for Joe Smith Jr., whose fans and family are extremely happy after he gets his 28th professional win. It's not easy either coming in.
The WB, they addressed the Anthony Yarde situation. It's looking like Anthony Yarde and Joe Smith aren't going to be next. Anthony Yarde's going to step aside. That's what they said on the broadcast, Mark Kriegel. You know, and if you want, you know, I don't remember when it was, but you know, if I can remember, I'll try to pull up the clip for you if we have enough time. So that's it. Me personally, I have Joe Smith losing to Artur Bertabiev. You know, Bertabiev hits hard and he's a tough dude. I won't be surprised if it goes the distance. But you know, Joe Smith, nice guy, common man. You know, I just don't think that he has it. We're going to wait for his post-fight interview. And then we're going to talk about some other things before I get up out of here and start getting my video schedule ready for the week. Because we have a lot. I got to get back in the swing of boxing. For real. Got to get like, you know, took care of all my shit. And it's like now, you know, we got to get back to boxing. You know, one good thing I got going for me, even though it's not a good thing, is that the boxing schedule was kind of light the next couple of months. Because for one, promoters, we're waiting for the commercial break to be over, and then they're going to interview Joe Smith. Promoters are weary or don't really want to schedule fights right now because of COVID. They can be canceled. You know, we're already having fights canceled already. So I expect the schedule to be light, you know, until, you know, March and April. So as you can see, January, the significant fights we have is, of course, we have, depending on how you look at it, Charles Martin, Luis Ortiz on New Year's Day. We got this card next week, Gary Russell versus Mark Magsayo, WBC 126-pound championship. The week after that, you have cruiserweight fighters, WBC champion, Tabasi Machunu versus Iyunga Makabu. Trevor Bryan's also on that card, Don King card on Fight.tv. You have Sergio Martinez fighting a guy. And that's January. February 5th, you have Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios, the return of Luis Neri and Leo Santa Cruz. what other fights we have in February. Let me go pull up the, they're still on commercial break, by the way. Let me pull up Dan Rayfield's Fight Freaks Unite, who has the best boxing schedule on the web. Let's go check it out. See what else I'm missing. And we're talking about the marquee fights. You know, you had some little hidden gems in there, but we're talking about the televised marquee joints. Makabu, Trevor Bryan, okay. Keith Thurman, Barrios, Sidney Cruz, Keenan Carvajal, Abel Ramos, Jose Zito Lopez, Luis Neri versus Carlos Castro. I really like this card. February 5th, also here in the States, is going to be on Fight.tv for $30. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Liam Williams, Clarissa Shields versus Emma Kozin. Daniel Dubois' sister, Carolyn Dubois, is also on that card. And yeah, you know, February is pretty light. February the 19th, Amir Khan versus Kell Brook. That's February. February is light. Jorge Linares is returning over in Russia against Zaire Abduliev. Remember, they both fought Devin Haney. Well, let's turn it up. Mark Kriegel's here with Joe Smith.
Title successfully.
Yeah, they're back. Hold on. We're going to head over and listen to the post-fight interview. Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall, February. Here's some brief highlights. The guy just didn't want to be in there. This is the stoppage. Oh, I forgot what they do. They go over to the State of Boxing on the broadcast for the interview. They don't show them on ESPN. Like on the TV, NFL Rewind is on. We're waiting for the post-fight interview. Hold on. Yeah, February is pretty light. I mean, you got Roger Gutierrez, Chris Colbert, Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall, Amir Khan, Kell Brook, Chris Eubank, Liam Williams. You know, let's listen in.
Hey, my opponent, Steve, thank you for making it here. And you put on a great show for all the fans watching. You know, he really brought it today. It was a great fight. As you can see, he's a great boxer and survivor. And, you know, I took my time, figured him out. I was trying to get him out of there early. But I realized he was very tough, and I wasn't going to be able to do that. So I tried to wait till the later rounds to really, you know, start throwing more combinations to pick him apart.
Were you surprised he was able to stand through the 4th, the 5th, the 6th?
Yeah, I know the furthest he's been is 8, 9 rounds, so I wanted to keep the pressure on him and take him out in the later rounds.
We know that you are talking about a unification with Beterbiev. We're talking about the Garden, late spring, early summer. Is that what you want?
Yeah, that's what I want. I want to get back in the gym, work on my craft, and like I said, each and every time I get in the ring, I'm going to get better and better. And I believe the next time you see me, I'll be ready for anybody.
Would you take a detour to pick up a lottery ticket with Canelo?
Hey, if Canelo wants to come to 175 and fight me, I'm ready for him, man. That's the fight I want. You know, everybody would love to see that fight. It would be a big deal.
You said yesterday in the fighter meetings that if you had Beterbiev and they make that fight next, then when you beat Beterbiev, so you say, you wouldn't take Canelo after that. You'd want to go and clean everything up with Bivol. Is that right?
Yes, if I got Beterbiev next and beat him, I want Bivol next and unify all the belts, become the unified champ, and then take out the pound-for-pound king.
The Bivol fight really bugs you, doesn't it? I mean, you think you're a much better fighter now than you were when you faced him several years ago?
Yes, I believe I'm a much better fighter, and I believe everyone at home can see that. And I know next time I get him in here, I'll be the man with my hands up and all the belts around me.
Way to go, champ. Joe, you have a say in this, too. Promoter Joe DeGuardia, what do you see happening next?
Well, look, you know, Joe wants the biggest and the best. That's what he's looking for. You know, he's told me he'll fight anybody. He wants the biggest. Beterbiev is out there. Canelo's out there. He's ready for all of them. So we're looking for the biggest ones.
All right, so we're going to hold you to that. All right? I want a big fight in the Garden.
That's where you got to be, Madison Square Garden.
Are you happy with your performance tonight?
What was that? Sorry.
Are you happy with your performance tonight?
Yeah, I would have liked to stay a little more sharper at points and a little more busy with my punches, but hey, I got the job done.
Yes, you did. Congratulations. Congratulations. Bernardo, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Mark Kriegel.
Yeah, same. I don't have him beating Bivol, and remember they already fought, or Bertabiev. But yeah, that was a little weird, and I don't believe it. Saying that if he beats Bertabiev, that, you know, pretty much that he would turn down Canelo to fight Bivol again. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. Yeah, right. You're turning down what? At least a $5 million payday, at least maybe 3, depending. But yeah, multi-million-dollar payday, career high payday to fight a guy that you already. Nah, I'm not trying to hear it. So I'm going to get up out of here. We will be back tomorrow. I have some content to upload from Gary Russell Jr., his Zoom call he had last week. And an hour-long video me and Big J did on Australian boxing. And then we're going to go into more detail as I'm going to read these documents tonight for the lawsuit of Bob Arum and Terence Crawford and what that means for Terence Crawford's career. At least he did it outside of his contract. But, like, you know, if he don't have no hardcore proof to burn the bridges like that, you know, with Bob Arum, you know, a whole promotional company, I don't know. Very controversial to look at. And the Paulie Malignaggi thing, you know, I got to see if somebody, you know, I'm going to try to watch that. So thank you guys for watching. And T Street Controversy with Fight View 360. Yeah, we're back.